Welcome to MyProjectBazaar. Now we discuss about the topic of an algorithm of power line detection and warning based on millimeter wave radar video. Modified title: Power line detection using Huff transformer with a digital image processing technique. Abstract: Power line strict accident in nature safety threat for low flying aircraft such as a helicopter and automatic warning system of power line in highly desirable. In this paper, we propose algorithm for detecting power lines radar videos active of millimeter wave sensor. Huff transform is employed to detect candidate lines. The major challenge is the radar videos are very noisy due to the ground return. The noise points could fall in this small line, which results signal peaks after Huff transform similar to the actual cable lines. The differentiated of cable lines from noise lines, we try to support train machines to perform classification of Prague patterns, diffraction of electromagnetic periodic surface. After propose the feature represent, you have to analyze the video detection and decision result and capable pattern frame used to make the deductive and extensive experiment of real world data validate efficiency effectiveness of cable detection algorithm. And then introduction: high voltage power lines and towers supporting them, there always being a hazardous operating condition or helicopter, so it's a subtle objects of the pilot cockpit, not mention the visibility gets bad case of rainy foggy weather. This where strike accident have been major threat for helicopter safety. So the polar detection algorithm proposed for detecting the lines of power. This approach primarily proposed the synthetic aperture radar, so which is not especially suitable for helicopter that could fly at the same time height as the towers and power line. We identify the problems with the previous work challenges for the capable detection. Conventional people use the Huff transform to detect a straight line. It was actually employed, so make many noise points can fall in same straight line, which will fall to the Huff transform may be sufficient. In existing system polar metric back scattering measurement of variety power line cables for the cables on this scattering skew incident is studied. The Prague pattern appears capable for the refraction of electromagnetic waves, the best knowledge of author. So the detection algorithms observation, these are asymmetric particle orientation, the coordinates and cross polarized of component. Starting from this property, it debases on operator filter out anything non-capable, leaving just series similar system. So the compared of traditional optical imaging systems of infrared imaging system. So the PMW images have a power line detection of the long wave infrared and the sensor. So this is the very difficulties. So main disadvantages: PMW has a lower resolution, not clear about the performance of the paper. And proposed of power line detection algorithm is a horizontal polarization. It is simulate of the horizontal polarization range of profile. Is the cable lines observed and behavior employing this skew level of this recognition about 80% under the lab condition. So the millimeter wave radar obstacle detection system based employs the color camera infrared. So under poor weather condition will be affected the camera in millimeter imaging problem mounted on the automator is proposed. Even it's not exactly the some topics of work in edge features, computed radar image priority and maximum position. So proposed we have to detect the power lines only for using Huff transform. Advantage: low autocorrelation function, repeated average accuracy, low probability using algorithm without slice processing. And system architectures: input images from the dataset you have to select after using for the pre-processing, feature extraction, segmentation, after morphological operation, and Huff transform finally detect the lines. After the result it will become. This is our power line detection. full source code. So the power line detection we have done software and hardware both of them. Software we have to done using normal image processing up to segmentation and detect the line from using of transform. After it will be hyper terminal, you have consider A and B. After it will be converted that embedded system. So you have to select main.m, it will be run given a change folder. So it will be go some path and finding from some data set. So this is our GUI design, it will be designed for this model. So select the input image. So from data set, for example, I will select this one 5. So red, green, blue threshold we have applied and pre-processing. After red filter analysis, red, green, blue and gray. After filter analysis, applied a morphological operation, morphological binary image, arrowed element, deleted, open and closed image using structuring element. After then you have to apply the segmentation, the Sobel gradient, edge reduction, red binary, green binary, blue binary and finally segmentation for the using masking analysis. After you have to apply that masking analysis, the huff transform you have to apply. The huff transform, crop that image, crop it will become, so this is original and crop the particular portion given value and complement that image. Complement it will be detected and black and white and threshold the background analysis, red median filter analysis and binary BW black and white and line reduction finally. So this is the normal peaks value of huff transform. This side it will become the white lines or green and red lines, it will become a line reduction. So this is the line reduction function. So hyperterminal, the A and B input it will be go. So after you have to analyze this graph for our whole process, the file, show the plot region, pre-processing, filtering, segment, morphological, huff transform. All this will be select and plot the region of process, how much it will be done. After you have to select the plot of bar chart. So the line reduction level, this is or A or B. So some text format you have to write for this input of hyperterminal. So this is the hyperterminal process, you have to give an OK. So the equation it will be can OK. So cancel means yes, OK. So the hyperterminal input you have to given cancel. So it will be given any options open, like for example the txt you have to install the hyperterminal means you have to given the input of text format. So it will be automatically take the hardware side. So up to this is the line detection we have to done software side for power line detection.